Alright, hello B Nasty and anyone else who may be watching. Welcome back to our current game of Global War 1914 titled Operation Michael, where we are in the fall-winter of 1914. It's currently the Russian Empire's turn, but a little bit of housekeeping. The Italians forgot to collect their IPP, so I went ahead and adjusted it. They had one saved plus the 9 that they collect. So back to, or not back to, but 10 rather, saved in the bank. And on the German turn, the units in Lorraine that were removed because of the amazing uh, triple snake guys that we rolled on the French turn with the attritioning artillery were removed. So that's all good and sorted. So then, the Russians. The Russians. Uh-huh. Hmm. The Russians have the one major factory. So they're gonna go ahead, excuse me, and roll for wartime economy. Let's see what they get. That's a miss. In terms of IPP, they got 17 to spend. So I think they will buy three regular infantry units. Uh, hmm. A minor factory for 5. Yeah, so the 3 regular infantry, minor factory for 5, that brings us to 14. Uh, yeah, I think they'll buy another infantry unit. So that'll be all their 17 spent. We'll get the minor factory. I can, oh wait, there we go. All right, in terms of attacks, we'll definitely have this coastal sub try to raid the Black Sea line. Go ahead and do that quick. So coastal sub is at +1. Black is the, actually we'll move these over here. Probably need them again anyway. So black is the attacker, red will be the defender. Okay, so nothing there. In terms of attacks, I don't think. Oh, we'll try. We'll try an attrition attack with this artillery in eastern Ukraine. Actually, no, the one. Yeah, we'll just do with the two in Kiev into western Ukraine. They'll try an attrition attack, and then, excuse me. Uh, yeah, I think that's probably good. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's the only attack we'll do. Okay, so that's gonna be or three or two? No, two at one. Sorry. Yeah, the just these two. So two at one. Nothing. Yeah, that's good. Otherwise it's just gonna be non-combat. So for that, we will move this commander that's in Grodno province. He'll move 1-2 over into Smolensk. He will join this cavalry unit. So I think he would be effective because of that for the next turn, as far as I'm aware. This fighter. Hmm. Two of these infantry units will rail into. Hmm. Trying to think here. Yeah, this cavalry from here will go 1-2. He'll join that commander. Actually, no, I think he'll just move one. The commander will have him move into uh, Orel Kursk. This cavalry will retreat into Orel Kursk. This cavalry will go into Orel Kursk. This artillery will go back one into Orel Kursk. Two of these infantry will rail into Orel Kursk. Two of them will have walkover into Lithuania. His artillery unit, we'll keep that in Latvia. This Cossack will move over into Orel Kursk. This truck will move to Moscow. This fighter will have that fly into Orel Kursk. That will keep there. We'll actually have one of the infantry walk over into Latvia. That was in Lithuania. And we'll have the recon balloon move up to Lithuania. What else? I'll have one of these. Well, there's two colors. Yeah, okay. We'll have another cavalry move into Orel Kursk. This commander will have him move 1, 2, 3 down into North Caucasia. And instead of a regular cavalry, we'll move another Cossack. Whoops, there instead. We'll have the regular cavalry that was in here. It'll move 1, so it'll be with that commander. So I'm not sure if he'd be effective right like this upcoming round, but I think that's what that would mean. So we'll place effective marker on him. This other Cossack will move up into Orel Kursk. These infantry units will stay. Okay. This artillery will move up to Amur. This militia in Mangistau will move it over into Turkmenistan. And yeah, those are fine. think that's it for non-combat. We might actually change some of the purchases though. We'll see. Okay, so the factory, we're building that in Bosnia. Minor factory. There you have it. That'll use up the manpower for that territory. We'll mark Serbia with Russian while we're at it, 'cause technically that's Russian controlled or aligned. Um, yeah, okay, so there's that. So we'll definitely build 2 infantry in Petrograd. And I think I think we'll build one in Orel Kursk. Yeah, and then we'll build one in Kiev. Kiev has 2. Actually, no, we'll build 2 in Kiev. Yeah, that's what we'll do for now. Or actually, no, we'll delete those and we'll buy 6 or not 6, 3 militia instead. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oops, there we go. Okay, so out of those militia, we will place 2 in Kiev, and one of those we'll place in Smolensk. Okay, so that'll be it for the Russian turn. They'll go ahead and collect 14 IPP. They didn't take any territory? No, they didn't take any territory. So 14 IPP. They don't have any extra trade with anyone or anything like that, so just 14, so that's good for them. Now we can do the Americans. So Americans, we got to do the peacetime income increase. So 5. So they've been rolling quite well for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're at 22. So let's see here. So at 22. Can lend lease to all allied powers that are at war. Close the Panama Canal. 22. Okay, so we can make technology research rolls because we're at 22 now. So we'll start doing that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major factories. So we will go for improved construction, improved factories, defense in depth, And convoys, no, a wartime economy. Let's go for that instead. Okay, so wartime. Oh, whoops, that's not the right one. Yeah, so improved factories, improved construction, wartime economy, and defense in depth. So defense in depth, we'll roll that first. Okay, 11. So that one's a success. So the Americans are at stage 1 defense in depth. Wartime economy. That's 5, so that's a miss. Improved factories. Ooh, almost, but that's a miss. And improved construction. And that's a miss. So not too good for the tech, but that's all right. So they can lend lease. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna for sure close the Panama Canal. Let's see, we're gonna lend lease to the let's see. Let's lend lease a heavy artillery unit to the French for, okay, so we have 14, so that's for 7, I do believe. Yep, 7. Then we will lend lease 4 IPPs for the British to move up a dreadnought stage 3 to stage 2. So 7 plus 3, 4, so that's 11. So 3 more to spend. We will spend for diplomacy. We'll try to go for Brazil. And we'll try to bring Argentina down. So that's 13, so we'll save 1. Okay then. So Argentina, 3 or less, or 2 or less. Nothing. And Brazil, we're trying to bring up, so that's a 3 or less. And a 2. Perfect. So Brazil goes to stage 1 for the U.S. And then in terms of attacks, we're still neutral, but because Chile is owned by the Americans, we're allowed to make our way down there to enforce the Monroe Doctrine. So I think we will do that. So we will load up. Oh, oops, that's not supposed to be there. I don't know how that happened. Oh yeah, that's supposed to be a Marine. We do have a sculpt for that now. There we go. Okie dokie. Yes, so we will load up a Marine and a mountain infantry onto our transport here. That can move 1, 2, 3. And we'll also bring along our 2 pre-dreadnoughts. So they get the boost, so they can move 1, 2. So that's it for the American turn. We'll collect 22 IPP plus the one we saved for 23. Now on to China, but depending on the random events, we might pause the video and then come back to that. We will see. So the first random event is for Tibet. So add 1 mountain infantry to any territory. So Tibet. Oh, I forgot about this. Okay, I'll add that quick before I forget, but I'll come back to the. Almost forgot. So here's the extra mountain infantry in Tibet. So jumping back a bit, before we finish the American turn, I forgot that this Mexican Civil War conflict is still going on. I think all that we'll do is we'll try to attack, see what happens. So we'll bring in 2 mountain infantry from here, 2 cavalry from Mexico City. So these will all be at their normal values. The 2 cavalry. Well, actually here. So one from these 2 from Western Mexico. So they'll go 1, 2. So I believe they would attack at their regular values as well, because they're not just crossing straight over. They're going 1, 2. So you would trace from not the territory they're coming from, but the other one. And then this one will, though, because he can only reach from there. I think that's right. If that's wrong, these 2 would be just 1 less. So instead of attacking at a 3, they would attack at a 2. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and roll that out. So here, we'll roll the one that's at a 2 to start. Miss. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 at 3. And the 2 mountain infantry, that'll be at 2. If I recall correctly. Yep, at 2. So the blue's at 3, the other's at 2. So 1 hit, and then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. And these will be 5 at 4, because there's no trench line. And of course, they get good luck, but lucky for them. So they get 3 hits. So we'll lose 2 cavalry. Yeah, we'll lose 2 cavalry and a mountain infantry. I think is what we'll lose. So then for retreats, this one will retreat into Chihuahua. They would lose 1 as well. And then one of these will retreat into western Mexico, and the other cavalry will go into eastern Mexico. Then a recruitment, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 5, so that's a success. So they will get, we'll give them 2 militia. So they'll put 1 in western Mexico, and they'll put 1 in Chihuahua. Okay, so we are back to Chinese turn. So we already did the Tibet card. Second one is add 1 mountain infantry to any territory. That's for the nationalists. We'll clone a mountain infantry. I will add that into Hunan province. And the final warlord card is for the Shi Li. Add 1 cavalry to any territory. So Shi Li faction, these guys. And yeah, they get a cavalry in any territory. So this one could either go into Shantung or into Hopei. I imagine it probably would want to go into Hopei because they have really bad defense. But if you put it into Shantung, or another one, I may be attacking this turn, so we'll have to wait on an answer for that. So for now, we'll put it into Hopei. And we'll end the video here, which might be good anyway, so it doesn't get too long. And then we will come back in a separate video to finish the rest of the Chinese turn and do the random events. But normally going forward, I'll do the Russian turn and the American turn, and then at the end of the American turn, I'll pull the cards, end the video, and then China will have its own video with the random events. So we'll be back in a bit.